Lloyd in South Carolina. This is your DX979. Ready to start on it. Nice looking little radio. I like the fact that they added a frequency counter to it. Gotta protect the bezel. I'll check it out before I start taking parts out of it and stuff. Just getting the screws out of the way. Guys, I've told y'all several times, I'll tell you again, this plastic wrap they put on these covers, don't leave it on there. You will regret it if you do. And see, somebody else got that white heatsink compound coming out of that screw. See that screw right there? Where the screw pokes through that nut that's mounted to the chassis. It always pushes a bunch of heatsink compound through there. And that crap just gets everywhere. It's necessary and it's good, It works really well, the thermal compound, but that just don't feel right. But it makes a mess. Okay. You might want to see that. Okay. Go to channel 20, do some power checks. Hello, audio, hello, audio. 4 watts dead key. And we're going forward to about 20 watts. Audio. A little bit more, about 22 watts forward on AM. Now I'm on sideband. Audio. About 10 or 11 watts on sideband and almost 20 peak. Audio. Okay, I hit 20 that time. Okay, turned on the noise blinker. That buzzing noise you're hearing are these LED lights. I'll show that to you one day, but they work really well. They're bright. When you get to be my age, that's important. Okay, so we can get started now. Now the speaker connector for these is up underneath the power jack, so you can't get to it easily. You guys can see it in there. So what I normally do with these is just come over here and unsolder the wires. I can solder them back real easy, a lot easier than I can getting that off and putting it back on. Everything inside looks pretty good. So let's get started. These little radios are the perfect size. If you have a Cobra 29, this will slide right in its place. And it has sideband. See, I got that crap on my finger already. And I have no idea when I got around that thing. Take care of that right now. But look at all the fingerprints and stuff around it where somebody else got into it. Smeared it all over the chassis. Okay. All cleaned up. Problem solved. Moving on. see it? Where do they have it? I've told you guys before, I don't like the way that they do this. Here, turn it around where you can see it. See how the board dips down right there? Because they pull that component, they just press down the board so they could solder the leads to the component. That's messed up. It even pulled it out of its little holder. See these holders that are stamped in the side of the frame? The board is supposed to sit in between those. They pull it out when they push down on this to solder that component on there. So I always have to go back and fix that. It's really dumb. Got to get the board back inside that little holder. Chassis has been out right there. And what I'm talking about, see the chassis has bowed out right there? Must have pulled it out when they needed to get to that part. And I see why they do that, because the legs of the part are almost too short because the mounting hole is up too high. But you can still get to it. Just takes a little more time, and they don't want to spend a little more time. Let me get the solder out of the way so that I can bend these all the way down. See, the leads fit, and we're in the slot. Just takes a minute to fix this. Okay. This one and the DX86 are a little different, so I have to go back and find the right diode, because they've got the diodes all clustered together up there in the front corner, and the one that I need to take out is in amongst those. I'm doing the basic clarifier mod for Lloyd. Sorry, I'm checking email, getting email. Okay. Which connection is it? Should be this one right here. Hey, I got it. Okay. I need to pull out that resistor. It's a little more difficult to get to. That should be it right there. They don't make it easy to get to, I'll tell you. Right there at the end of that 3-pin connector. But I don't want to. Have to separate the front from that just to get to one resistor. about it is from where it's positioned, hard to see. I got it. Okay. To replace him now with this resistor. Where's the best place to pick that up at? I do so many different radios, I forget. Have a general idea, but general idea won't cut it. Trying to find the right connection. Okay, where's my little dummy load? I'm not going to be talking on it. I just want to find the switch. Make sure that the power I select is constant. Okay. That looks like you're right there. But I did notice it looked like one of the parts wasn't pushed all the way through the board. There's supposed to be something in that hole. Nope. So that's a good spot for us to connect to. I guess it's one of those optional capacitors. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Wait a minute, is this the right one? No, it's not. Let me find the right caster. It's close. What I'm doing now is we use this one. Installing the high cut filter. Because if you don't have that filter installed in these little radios, they are noisy. They have that frying bacon sound all the time. So I just automatically install a high cut, non-switchable, because you really won't want to switch it off. Okay. Okay. Don't forget to plug the A&L noise blanker switch back up. Now the LC135 or LC35-128 kit works good in these radios. You have to buy the Cobra version though, because they are programmed with the same logic as the Cobra radios, instead of the logic like the 959, 949, 939. These are different. This chassis is different. So they're programmed like the Cobras, with one exception. See, these pins have got that little burr on it where they sand them off. That wants to hang up, and you go to take it out. Anyway, the LC35-128 gives you 128 channels. Over the normal 40. You have to change the crystal. But it's all digital. It's not crystal control like those old Viagra kits used to be. The Viagra kit introduced, what was it, 6 more crystals? No, 2 more crystals and 6 more coils into the frequency determination, which caused them to drift even more than what the 959, 949 already does. But my kits are all digital, so you won't have that problem. However stable the radio is, before you install the kit, it'll stay that way after the kit. And as a matter of fact, if you use the low frequency version, you get a new crystal that's more stable than the one that came in it. It's basically the same kit that goes into the 959, only different programming. The little microprocessor that's on the board is all self-contained. It has this oscillator and everything built into it, so it's really stable. But it also doesn't have that many functions. The instruction set for it is very limited. So it works great for that. But they're getting harder to find. That part's been discontinued now for several years. I've been looking for an alternative that would fit in the same PLCC socket, but so far no luck. The PLC socket has went the way of it's going to be a tight fit right there. It went the way of tubes. Okay, let's do some moving around of parts over here. I want this 3300 microfarad cap in there. See, can we get it in there now? Yeah. Perfect. It's a shame that they consider those kind of cartoons too violent nowadays. A little bit ridiculous, I think. You can get solder on all the copper over here. That's what I'm trying to do now. This one keeps wanting to stick to all the copper. You can't have all of it. Got solder on all the runs now over there. There's no more exposed copper. Alright, what else I gotta do? Got those installed. Got the new filter. This radio does not have AM, so I just need a regular 15 kilohertz filter. This is something else I've had a hard time getting because of, I think it's because of COVID. Our filters. Yeah, these came from China. I had to special order them because this is not a standard bandwidth. I wanted to get them stamped with Lescom and my part number. But the only place that would make them for me doesn't have the capability to do that. At least that's what they said. I had 2 batches made. I had 15 kilohertz, and then I learned from experience that the FM radios, that's too narrow, believe it or not. So then I had to have another batch made for 20 kilohertz wide. And those seem to do fine in FM radios. Okay, got the filter, got the first RF amp replaced, got the clarifier set to where it moves transmit and receive. I think all I've got left to do now is a tune-up. The Lescom Power Tune. Get in there. Something up with this connector. I think that little solder bump there on the end was pushing the center thing too far to one side. Nope, maybe not. Okay. First thing we want to do is check receive. Or set up receive rather. Showing an S9, must look. Check the audio. So lower side. Wow, I think that meter's way off. Get in the socket. Okay. That's good. Let's see, what am I on now? AM. Okay, did you say anything about a dead key? I don't think you did. Nope. So I'll set it for 4 watts. Make sure that the power's turned all the way down, or does this one have? Yeah, it does. On the outside of the clarifier knob. Turned it all the way down now. About 35, 36 watts with power all the way down. That's peak power. What's our dead key set at? All the way down, it's about 1 watt. That's actually not enough. Let's bring that up to 2 watts. There's 2 watts right there, all the way down. And we move up to about 38 watts on the peak. with 2 watts down, and it swings forward to 246 watts. Alright, that's with RF power turned all the way down. Let's see what RF power does all the way up. Okay, about 42 watts peak and 2468 watts forward. Let me set it back up here for 4 watts. Yeah, 5 watts, that's close enough. Goes forward to 2468 watts when I injected tone, and about 42 watts peak. Hello audio, audio 1 2 1 2 audio, audio hello, hello audio. And how's it look on the spectrum analyzer? I got 1 strong peak. Audio hello, hello audio. What does sideband look like? Audio hello, hello audio, audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Sideband looks the same. Perfect. Okay, time to put it together. Keep all those things turned off, because if I don't, it really warms up the room here. Now, if you want to know what I've done to the radio, it's pretty easy. You just crack the covers, find the parts with the little red paint on them, and there you go. All right. This is not a, okay, yeah, it's not a Super, it's just a DX979, so it doesn't get the CP1, and he didn't order it, so. Looks like this one is done. I've taken a couple of weeks off from my regular job so I could try to catch up on orders. You guys really covered me up with orders. So what I normally do is work the maintenance shift, or graveyard is what most folks know it as. Come home, get a couple of hours of sleep, and get to work on radios. But all of you know that. And I've got lots of those little 10.7 filters that I've pulled out. If somebody needs a few, all you have to do is let me know, pay for shipping, I'll send you some. I don't throw them away because they're still good. They can be used to repair other radios if you've got a filter problem. And I had intended to use them to build some filters, kind of like the old channel guard that CB City used to make. I was going to use the ceramics. He doesn't have any made anymore. He's pretty much give up. I can't do a whole lot. All the guys that used to contribute to Secret CB have basically either gotten out of the business or can't do the work anymore. When I was the editor there for Secret CB, I communicated with those folks quite often. It was a lot of fun. As you notice, I'm using this guy to tighten the screws up. Just have to be careful. Okay. And yes, I was the editor of Secret CB for a while. We started doing other radios besides CB, so we changed the name to Radio Secrets. And it wasn't too long after that that they weren't able to keep the doors open. So, Dane and Doris Selman. Good people. Just like the rest of us trying to make a living. That noise blanker does make a difference. Okay, you probably want to see this. Okay, the meter on the left is RMS. It has a 100 watt slug. They both have 100 watt slugs. Y'all see that? Both have 100 watt slugs. Didn't mean to do that, sorry. Okay, we're going to be reading on the bottom scale on both meters. On channel 20, on AM, well, that AM, that automatic noise limiter or noise blanker, whichever one it is, knocks down all that LED noise. Okay, so right there, we're dead keying about 5 watts. Hello, audio, 1, 2. See that? About 42 watts peak. That was on AM, channel 20. Yeah. This is lower sideband. Audio, hello, audio. I don't think I got it turned, mic gain or whatever, turned all the way up. Yep. Audio, hello, hello, audio. What happened? Audio, 1 2 1 2, audio, audio, hello, hello, audio. Well, something happened. I got to go back into it now and find out what. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. We were getting a lot more than 20 watts out of it. Well, crap. Get you back up here. I go back into it, find out what happened. Hello, audio, audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. That's what I did. All right. So I turned the wrong thing when I was adjusting high power on AM. Let's check it again on the AM. Make sure I didn't mess that up. Okay, audio, hello, hello, audio, audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. Nope. I didn't. Alrighty. Now then, I'm on lower sideband, channel 20, bottom scale. Hello, audio, audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. They were swinging forward to about 20 watts on RMS. Audio. And you notice we're going over 40 on peak. Audio. That's on sideband. This is AM. Audio. 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 And I know that gets annoying. I'm going to turn RF power all the way down. We're dead key in about 2 watts. Hello, audio. Audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. Audio, hello. Okay, that was on AM. Now we're back on sideband. Audio, hello. Hello, audio. Audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. That was power all the way down. Audio, hello, hello, audio. All right. Okay, put you back up here. Hopefully this thing doesn't flip the image on me where you're upside down. Or watching upside down. DX86 is the same size as this one. It's the 10-meter version. And it has dual final MOSFETs. So you get a little more power out of it. A little more. You get a lot more power out of it. Not double, but about maybe 75% more. In other words, we're getting 40 out of this. We'll get almost 60 out of the 86 with the two MOSFETs. These 520s they're putting in here now are pretty hot. So you get more power out of them. But there it is. That's on sideband. Let's see. See, that AM filter just knocks all that completely out. Lloyd, I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to set it up for you. 7-3, everybody.